benefits of becoming an international student in Canada. Apart from having an internationally recognized qualification, you can also earn part-time during study and full-time during semestral break and holidays. Your partner can work full-time during your study. You may apply for post-graduation work permit after study and stay in Canada with your family. You may include your kids in the application and they can study for free in public schools. As an international student, you can gain extra points for your PR application. You and your partner may qualify for permanent residence application during your stay in Canada. Enjoy the fantastic climate and quality of life in Canada. Know if you are eligible to immigrate. Message us now. Here are some benefits of being a permanent resident in Canada. As a permanent resident, you get to work, study, or do business inside Canada. Get access to their world-class healthcare, free education for children up to 18 years old, and a highly subsidized secondary education. They also have Canadian child tax benefits for you to get support to the government for raising your children, unemployment insurance for up to 65%, Social Security, and age pension for your retirement. As a permanent resident, you can also get to sponsor your family as a temporary or a permanent resident. And of course, you have the luxury of traveling to and from Canada from the date of your visa has been granted. As a permanent resident, experience and explore the beauty of Canada. You are eligible to apply for citizenship and hold one of the strongest passports in the world. Be one of our successful clients. Message us today.
And we are back for our Friday webinar FB live for today, no? Medyo lotang-lotang tayo ng konti dahil maulan. And of course, syempre, I'm your host for today. I'm Jliane, and of course, meron tayong substitute co-host dahil si Miss Apple, ang aking co-host, ay merong importanteng nilakad today. So let's introduce Miss Cherry, my co-host for today, Miss Cherry.
Hello po.
Hello, Miss Cherry. Good afternoon, Miss Cherry. Kamusta dyan sa Isabela?
So, ayan, medyo makulimlim po dito sa Isabela ngayon.
Well, actually, dito rin sa Gapan, maulan talaga, as in super ulan. So, bear with me kung yung aking internet ay medyo slow. Pero of course, syempre gusto ko lang din batiin ang ating mga nanonood at ang ating mga supporters for today's video. Hello po, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening kung nasan ka man, lupalop ng bansa. Maraming salamat po sa panonood sa amin every week. So, Miss Cherry, actually kasi ngayon, di ba, last week ata is parang Canadian Institute din yung ating guest speaker. Pero for today, Canada pa din kasi actually talaga naman ang Canada talagang namamayagpag pagdating sa international students or education, di ba? Kasi ang Canada is maganda talaga kapag Canadian international student ang kanilang pathway. Sa tingin mo ba, Miss Cherry, ano ba tong school na to?
Hindi ko nga din po sure.
Sa Canada.
So,
actually, ito kasi, ang alam ko, yung school na to is very prestige. Kasi lagi itong chosen or number one chosen school ng ating mga estudyante, lalo na yung mga Pilipino. Malaki din ang community nito sa Canada. So, may kita natin yan later on. Anyway, so yung mga nanonood po, baka pwede po pa-share yung ating live kung saan man kayo nanonood na platform, Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. Pwede nyo po yan i-share. Pwede nyo rin pong itagin yung family na interested sa pagmamigrate sa Canada. Ano nga ba yung mga fastest way, di ba, to enter Canada? Siyempre, hindi naman ganun basta na makakapasok ka sa bansa, sa ibang bansa like Canada. Kasi meron din mga process yan, diba? So, malalaman natin yan lahat. And of course, ang pinakamagandang lesson din na matututunan natin is, paano nga ba pumunta sa Canada ng ganun kadali, diba? At the same time na pwede mo bang makasama yung family mo, diba? Kasi syempre, it's a family migration at the same time. So, let's see Pero as of now, tingnan natin yung mga nagko-comment. Baka meron na tayong mga viewers. Kung nasan po kayo, pwede po kayo magpa-shoutout ha, kung nasan kayo. Sabihan niyo po ako kung nasang bansa kayo, kung ano po bang meron dyan. Tingnan ko itong isang comment. Sabi ni Sir Karim Amara, I'm interested to work in Canada, civil engineer. Okay, sir. Civil engineer, actually civil engineer is a good course, no? But work in Canada, you can work also in Canada when you listen to our webinar for today's video. So just stay tuned, Sir Karim. And of course, sino pa? Si Sir John. Hi, Sir John. Ingat po ang lahat. Yes, isang maulang hapon po. Ayan. Maulan talaga ngayon, no? So magandang manood na lang mag-chill-chill sa kung nasaan man kayo, kung nasa bahay kayo, diba? So i-share nyo na rin po itong live natin. And meron pang isa, Miss Cherry, pakibasa po.
Ayan, kay Sir Juan Marcos Sebastian, watching from Pampanga. Hello po.
Wow.
Sir Juan.
Mga Kapampangan, Sir John tuloy. Sir Juan Marcos. Sir Juan Marcos, meron kaming branch dyan sa ating Pampanga, no? So, pwede nyo po yung pupuntahan, no? So, may San Fernando lang siya actually. So, mamaya ibibigay natin yung ating address after this. So, yan, mag-comment lang po tayo. And of course, please share our live kasi this is the first time na mag-present yung itong one of the esteem and prestige na institution dito sa Canada. Talagang medyo, mabigat. Wow, mabigat talaga. Kasi marami na, actually dito sa Visa Center International, marami na tayong students na ipadala dyan. Kaya hopefully, sa mga nanonood, baka isa na rin po kayo na makapunta dito sa school na to. So, ano nga ba itong school na to? Panoorin po natin itong mga video ads from this prestige school. Magbabalik po kami.
Welcome to SAIT. The future is now. To seeing you soon.
Ayan. Diba? Ang ganda ng video ads nila.
Ang ganda.
Parang pang cinema. Ang ganda. Diba? So, napanood nyo naman po at nakita nyo rin kung ano yung school na ating bisita or guest for today. But, of course, later on, mapapanood natin siya at malalaman natin kung ano yung mga programs na ino-offer nila at kung ano nga ba itong school na to, kung ilan pa yung campus nila, saan ba talaga siya located, kung accessible ba siya at the same time. And of course, pwede tayong magtanong directly dun sa school representative natin. But before that, syempre, ipapakilala ko muna ang ating partner na agent din as well kung paano natin naging partner at the same time si SAIT, no? Or si Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. So pakilala na natin Miss Sherry, pakilala natin si Miss Annalisa Roland from Adventus, Regional Manager ng Adventus Philippines. Hello po, Miss Annalisa or Miss Ann.
Hello po.
For short.
Hello everyone. Hello Miss Jliane. Hello Miss Jliane.
Hi, hello po, Miss Ann. Thank you, ma'am, ha. Thank you so much for giving us the time and yung effort din as well. No? Kasi actually, si SAIT talaga is number one din naman talaga na nire-request din ng aming mga clients or aming mga future students. So, thank you for, ikaw talaga yung naging way for us to be, diba, to be one of your, your agent as well. So, Miss Anne, ano nga ba si Adventus? Kasi syempre, malamang nagtataka din yung ating mga viewers, 'di ba? Si Adventus, ano nga ba ang kinalaman ni Adventus dito sa ating live at the same time? Syempre, 'di ba, usually kasi ang mga live namin is more on si school lang ganyan. So, bibigyan kita ng time, Miss Anne, para ma-present niyo rin po kung sino ba talaga si Adventus. So, andito naman na po yung inyong slides, no? Pwede na natin siyang i-share.
Okay.
Ayan. So, Miss Anne, the screen is yours.
Okay, so yan, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And again, thank you so much for Visa Center International for inviting us. So before we go to the presentation of our partner institution, yung sabi nga ni Ms. Jliane, mabigat na school ko. Kasi actually, ang daming nag-aabang, ang daming nakapilang application for this institution. Very popular siya among Filipino students. So, it's very good that she will be featured today. So, before that, I will also explain who is Adventus.io. So, Adventus.io is an international student recruitment platform. So, we are in partner with education agents, especially here in the Philippines, like VCI, for them to have access on our partner institutions. So these are our global institution partners. So yes, we are in partner with more than 1,500 leading institutions worldwide. So meaning ng worldwide, kung saan man gusto ninyong mag-aral, just go to VCI. So you're in partner with us, you have a lot of options, of course, with Adventus.io. Okay, and then of course, they will be highlighting Canada. So I'll just give a sneak peek kung why study in Canada. So what makes Canada a desirable study destination? So first, safety, diversity, and work opportunities. So very common yan na si student pupunta sa Canada, of course, together with their family, and of course, the work opportunities as well. So again, no shortage of study options. So here with Adventus.io, we are in partner with more than 200 Canadian institutions na pwede po ninyong pagpilian. So aside from that, these are some of our partner institutions in Canada. So as you can see, yung mga leading institutions yan. So you can have access on that one. Of course, you need to force through your application with Visa Center International. So again, these are just some of our partner institutions per province in Canada. So, okay, so last, why work with an Adventus.io official recruitment partner? So I'll be showing you a video. So why work with VCI? Okay, I'll just share it. Miss Jliane, can you play it on your end, the video?
Sure.
I am the co-founder and chief operating officer of Adventus. I'm currently sitting in the heartbeat of our organisation, our Mission Supercentre in Noida. They are lodging applications for students all around the world. And when we are lodging applications, we need to be focusing on quality. At Adventus, we have a 3-step quality process designed to ensure that the student can be successful in studying abroad and living their dreams. At the start of our process, we help guide our recruitment partner and the student through what they will need to be successful to be able to be granted a visa. It's so important that they lodge a great application with the university, but it's also important that they are able to get a visa to the country where they wish to study. And so the first step in this process is visa suitability. The second step is really helping guide them with the quality of documents that they're lodging, particularly when they're lodging the final documents around acceptance with the university. Now, they have to sometimes lodge things around financials, around academics. All of these transcripts are really important. And so we give them the support to understand what is critical, what they need to lodge, and we check that they are all appropriate and suitable for the university. Now, in the third check, it's about the actual visa lodgement. And that is the final step of the process. Our student has received an offer, they've been accepted to their dream university, and now they need to get the visa grant. And so what we do is we provide support around the documentation as well and the process so that the student and the recruiter is really clear in how they are going to be successful to obtain a visa. We can put the student and the recruiter in the best place for success, and that's what we're all about at Adventus.
So that's it. That's about Adventus.io. So I work with VCI as one of our education agent. So yeah, that's it for my end, Miss Janine.
Thank you so much, Miss Anne. So I think pwede na natin pakilala no yung ating itong mabigat na school na to, no, si SAIT.
Yeah.
Sabi nga nila, 'di ba? The future is now. So Miss Jliane of Perdigez ng SAIT. Hello po, Miss Jliane.
Hello.
Sino si Miss Jliane?
Hello.
Nawala siya.
Ayan. Hello once again, and good afternoon to everyone. Ayan. I'm Jill. I'm the Regional Recruitment Advisor of Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. I'm based here in the Philippines, and if you would like to know more about SAIT, normally students or agents or folks who would like to know more about SAIT, they ping me and they talk to me. So you can also tap me and tap your what do you call that? Your education counselor, Adventus, if you need help. Ayan.
Same.
Can you hear me? Hello? Yep.
Hello,
Okay.
ayan. Okay na, Miss Jliane. Medyo nagcha-choppy-choppy lang sa akin, no? Kasi medyo maulan dito. Anyway, so hindi ko na patatagalin, Miss Jliane, no? Kasi syempre, alam naman natin na marami na rin naghihintay na marinig din kung ano nga ba itong SAIT na to sa mga hindi pa nakakakilala ng ating school na prestige school like SAIT. So, pakilala na natin, Miss Jliane. So, the future is now. Pwede nyo na, sa inyo na po ang screen. Iiwan na po namin kayo ni Miss Anne, ni Miss Jelly. So, balikan na lang kita, Miss Jliane, no, later on. Thank you.
Sige pa. Okay, there you go. Let me share my slide to you guys so that I can begin discussing about why should you choose SAIT or why should you choose Calgary. Yan. Is it showing? No? I think not. That's okay. Ayan. Okay. So let me begin with showing you this slide of mine. By the way, this is Ronnie Samonte. Ronnie Samonte is a Filipino student of SAIT, year 2021. So who knows, pag dun kayo nag-aral, it might be kayo na yung cover ng slide namin. Okay. Now, let me begin with this part, kasi ito yung mostly na tinatanong ng mga estudyante. If I will study in Canada, specifically in Calgary, where SAIT is located, kamusta kaya yung buhay doon? Ayan. And this is an overview of it, as you can see on my slide. The minimum hourly wage in Calgary is actually no more, it's not 15 CAD anymore, but it's 17 CAD, and probably Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal, they increased as well. But if you're going to notice, or if you're going to compare our city, Calgary, that is located in Alberta, in the province of Alberta, compared to Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal, those places are actually built and they're done emerging. Ayan. Kasi they're really known to Filipinos already or to other international students. But Calgary is a city that is located in the province of Alberta. It's an emerging city. So if we're going to compare 17 CAD versus, let's say, for example, they've increased theirs as well, and it's kind of similar, it means that hindi mahirap mamuhay sa Calgary. Kasi kung ano rin naman yung kikitain mo sa Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal, it's kind of the same. Ayan. So that's the first selling point, or first good point of choosing studying at SAIT or in other institutions located in Calgary. And then another is the average monthly rent, 1,000 CAD for sure, is low compared to the other places like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal, according to the slide as well. But this 1,000 CAD one bedroom apartment is really cozy. It's really nice na. Because there are some students there, nakakahanap sila ng titirhan for just 600 to 800 CAD per month. And if you're going to compare it to the other cities, other places, napakamura na nun. And then the sales tax rate, it's still the same up until today. It's 5%. Umaakyat yung minimum hourly wage, pero yung sales tax rate hindi. So it's 5%. Did I say more? It's actually low compared to the other places, other cities. So sobrang mura niya. This is the very reason why sobrang daming Filipino sa Calgary. Malaki yung Filipino community dito. And pag narinig nila yung Alberta, ay malamig dyan, sobrang lamig dyan. Actually, lahat naman ng lugar sa Canada. But Calgary kasi, it has 333 days of sunshine each year. And it's true na malamig doon, but mahaba yung days wherein kahit malamig, merong sikat ng araw yung city. I think it's not mentioned in the slide, but since this is an emerging city, mas madami dito mga bagets yan, mga bata. So the very reason why we would like to have more people in Calgary, it's because napakalaki ng city. And there are only like 1.4 million people there. And those 1.4 million people, you would not see Canadians anymore, like whitewash Canadians or white folks. So most of the people there are international people who lives in different countries. Ayan. And then this has the highest personal income per capita in Canada. Ayan. And then oh, sorry about that. So there's Calgary has the highest personal income per capita in Canada, and well, hindi kayo mahihirapan maghanap ng work dito because yung government mismo ng Alberta, they're making their way to make it possible for all of the people in Calgary to have a job. In all of the cities naman in Alberta, they're doing their very best para masustina yung work availability for everyone. That's why they are inviting IT companies, they're inviting other types of industries in terms of technical industry, mining industry dati pa yan, pero they're still inviting some companies to invest in the city. So it would not be hard for you to find a job there. Mahilig kayo mamasyal? That's great. Because there are 6 major mountain ski resorts within 3 hours of Calgary. Malapit din sa amin yung Banff. Ayan, Banff is a really good place. Napakaganda. Kung mahilig kayong mag-stroll around the city to enjoy the view, that's okay. Calgary has the North America's most extensive pathway and bikeway network, and you could also rent scooter or bike to stroll around the city. And yep, I think I've already mentioned na maraming Pilipino doon. If you really love Jollibee, may Jollibee kami dyan sa Calgary. Meron din kami seafood market, saan sila nagbebenta ng isaw. So, the design is very Philippines, but in a Canadian way. Ayan, that's how I would describe Calgary. And Calgary has work-life balance kasi I think part na rin to ng Canadian culture nila wherein if people are working 9 to 5, ayan, hindi uso sa kanila yung masyadong overtime and overused yung mga tao. So, hindi laid back yung buhay, but it's balanced. And the city itself, minamaintain nila na yung what do you call that? Yung ecosystem, like yung surroundings is very fresh and kahit na marami tayong buildings, hindi pa rin mawawala na meron pa rin silang mga gardens sa around the town. Ayan. And that's Calgary in a nutshell. Now let's go to Southern Alberta Institute of Technology. So Southern Alberta Institute of Technology is a polytechnic school. It is located in the heart of Calgary. We don't have any other branches in different parts of Alberta, so we're only located in Calgary. And this is how our campus map looks like. Everything is in it. It's not everywhere. All of the buildings for specific schools or specific programs, it's located in one place. Ayan. You can even bike around the campus if you want to. So being a polytechnic school, as I mentioned, we're different from universities and colleges. Our programs are tech-driven programs, as what you saw in the video. We are actually offering programs that are hands-on and would make the students be job ready. And that's what we're actually aiming for. We would like you guys, let's say, for example, you would like to really pursue studying at SAIT. We would like you guys to be hands-on trained, be job ready, even if you're still studying in the institution. And most of our students there, just to give you an overview of the demographics, um, the numbers of the Indian students and the Filipino students, it's kind of on par na. Ayan, sobrang nagpapantay na sila. It's because napakarami nating mga Filipino students dyan. Offices natin, we've got student assistants and from different offices sa loob ng school. Maraming nagtatrabahong mga Filipinos doon. Ayan. And since SAIT is a polytechnic school, I would like to give you an assurance that our programs and our institution itself is reputable because we're one of the oldest polytechnic schools in Canada. We're 106-year-old already, and our programs are taught by professors na hindi lang natapos ng PhD kasi ganun dito sa Pilipinas eh. Not that I am judging our system in terms of the education, but of course, this is a first world country type of education wherein your professors are also world class. Ayan. Nagtuturo sila ron, not because yun yung tinapos nila, but also because ayan, not just because yun yung natapos nila, but also because yun yung ginagawa nila. They have their own businesses that they're running and they would like to share their expertise with you guys. Ayan. And what about yung transportation? So if you will choose to live in Calgary and study at SAIT, I can assure you that you would not have a hard time in terms of transportation because we have Uber. One, I know that that's expensive. Ayaw nyo nun, that's okay. We've got buses. And at SAIT, if you would study at SAIT, you would have U-Pass. So if you have U-Pass, kasama na siya dun sa whole tuition fee mo, libre na yung pagsakay mo ng bus and also yung C-Train natin. The C-Train is, by the way, it travels around the town from downtown up to the last stop dulo ng city. So if you're living an hour away, you could just ride ng C-Train and yan, lapit na. Ibababa ka niya mismo sa tapat ng eskwelahan. Actually, sa likuran ng eskwelahan. And it's just like a front. Parang front na rin siya kasi nandoon din naman yung entrance dun sa dito sa McDonald Hall. Which is nasa likod ng garage. Ayan. Malapit na dyan yung C-Train station. And if you want to stroll around downtown, pwede rin naman. Sakay ulit kayo ng C-Train and then you can definitely explore the town on your own or with your friends, lalo pag walang klase. Diba? So it's really comfortable to live in Calgary in terms of transportation, in terms of the type of programs or quality of education as well. You would enjoy it for sure. Yan. Ay, baka may mag-isip sa inyo, ay, baka very, since sinabi ko na sobrang young ng population is, baka hindi ako pwede. Because there are some prospective students probably who are watching this na hindi na nasa teens. Ako rin, hindi na rin ako nasa teens. So it could be na you're already on your 30s or 40s. That's very super, super, super okay. I can tell you that. Kasi, lalo sa Calgary, we don't have discrimination in terms of ages. Dito mismo sa school, ang pinaka-matanda na student, not, na pinaka-experienced niya, that's what I should um, parang explain it to you guys or to describe it to you guys. Yung pinaka-experienced na student na na-encounter ko is 55 years old. Ayan. So, ayun. So, do not be disheartened. But because everyone is welcome kay SAIT tsaka sa Calgary. Ayan. And then, what to prepare for the application. These are the things that you should know. Ito yung pinaka dapat nyong malaman. So what you need is TOR from high school and college. TOR is transcript of records, your grades from your high school and your college. And then diploma, both high school and college. English as medium of instruction, both high school and college. So let me stop here sa pang third bullet. Students who would like to attend SAIT, you don't have to take IELTS or Duolingo if you have your certificate of English as medium of instruction coming from your high school and college. If meron kayong masteral or meron kayong PhD, you could just submit your English as medium of instruction coming from your masteral or coming from your PhD school. Ayan. And then, passport, marriage certificate for married, birth certificate for single. Mostly, itong marriage certificate natin, para to sa mga nakapag-asawa na. So, minsan kasi, lalo sa women, these are specifically for women, minsan kasi nagpapalit ng ng apelido, yan, specifically apelido. So, in that case, pag si admissions officer ni SAIT is magka-cross-matching ng documents, syempre, we don't want na meron tayong not really discrepancy but nahihirapan kaming i-verify. So marriage certificate can help us. So we would like you guys to submit that lalo pag married kayo. Sa men, pwede nyo rin yan submit or birth certificate kasi wala naman nagbago sa pangalan eh. And then appointment letter. Appointment letter is optional. The very reason why, bakit siya optional, it's because mostly, naghahanap lang ng appointment letter is the ConEd programs, yung bundled programs namin for continuing education, and yung, post-grad cert diploma programs. Ayan. So, appointment letter is a type of a letter na pwede nyong hingiin sa employer nyo. So, it should have the header of your company, pangalan mo and your position with your duties and things that you do. If you've been promoted for the last 10 years, dapat indicated din siya ron. It should have a signature of your company director or somebody from the human resource management team. And then, 150 CAD na application fee. Konti lang. Sobrang konti lang nang hinihingi ni SAIT. And I think English as medium of instruction is very easy to be asked for, lalo sa school nyo. But of course, when you're doing an application kasi, let's say for example, when you're applying for a certain program, the very reason why we need your high school and college TOR is because we are doing ng what do you call that? We're trying to check the admission requirements of each program. Kasi each program's kay SAIT is iba-iba ng admission requirements. Ayan. And who would determine that? It's our admissions team. But sino ba pwedeng makatulong sa inyo in order for you to avoid like wasting your application? Ayan. This is the very reason why I am joining this type of stream with Adventus and with your potential counselor, if ever that you would study in an institution in Canada, because they know better. Ayan. They know how to check or mag-pre-assess ng mga documents. So, kay SAIT kasi, it's very crucial na yung admission requirements na meet before you can even enter yung program. Yan. Syempre, meron tayong kailangan i-meet. I think it was mentioned earlier na sobrang hirap makakuha ng seat. Yan. So that's why the preparation of an application should be at least a year or 11 months away from the date of the commencement of the classes. And yep, thank you kasi nag-take kayo ng time to go here, yan, to watch para mabigyan kayo ng tip and also mabigyan kayo ng not really babala but more of para mabigyan kayo ng fact na kailangan talaga natin ng counselor. Ayan. I really suggest ng counselor lalo pagka may case kayo na medyo complicated yung background in terms of work and in terms of your study background. Ayan. And above all else, 150 CAD na application fee. Kailan ba ang next na application ni SAIT? Next application natin is gonna be on October 4, 2023. And that's for fall 2024 na. Our winter and our spring seats are already gone. So, ubos na siya actually. And you can watch out for that. Next is general school policies. This is just an overview, but SAIT has a lot of policies. And also we've done a lot of we've had a lot of ano bang tamang term doon? Journey. Yan. Journey of polishing our policies. But this is the general ones that I can share with you guys. Any more beyond this can be addressed by Adventus or by by the counselor for today's video. Ayan. So the general school policies is one-time tuition deposit transfer. We could do that. You don't have to pay anything. Paano ba to nangyayari? So kay SAIT kasi, we do not call it deferral. I think sa other schools, they call it deferral. But us, we do not call it deferral. It's tuition deposit transfer wherein meron kayong isang circumstance na pinagdadaanan as of the moment and you cannot really proceed with the intake that you've chosen. Let's say, for example, ang pinakamalapit na is winter, which is gonna be on January. Hindi kayo makaka-attend doon because could be manganganak or could be nagkaroon ka ng sakit, medical concerns, medical issues of a family member that is really close to you and no one's going to look after them, or ikaw mismo meron kang concern na ayaw mo naman na mag-proceed sa January intake, you can do tuition deposit transfer to the next open intake. Ayan. So, ang open intake for now is just January and May. So, if someone's watching here from January 2024 intake, you cannot do tuition deposit transfer for fall. And kailangan mo antayin yung October 4 to open. Ayan. And then we also have waitlist transfer. One-time waitlist transfer, you don't have to pay anything for this. Waitlist transfer is ito yung mga student na hesitant silang mag-apply. Let's say for example for October 4, 2023, it's near. It's like couple of weeks away from today. But hindi pa sila decided. And that's okay. Kaya lang kasi sometimes they decide pagka pangalawang buwan na ng scheduled intake. And during that time, wala na tayong masyadong seat. So, ang mangyayari dyan, it could be na qualified yung documents nyo and everything, but wala nang upuan kay SAIT. So, mapupunta kayo sa waitlist. Now, ayaw nyo ma-waitlist, gusto nyo talaga makapasok. You have to wait for the next intake to open. You can do waitlist transfer. And then, let's say for example, the visa has been refused, although we don't want that. SAIT is giving an opportunity for students to withdraw their application, provided the tuition deposit is 1,750 CAD. So let's say you don't want to try to relodge again, you can definitely submit the refusal so that we can withdraw your partial tuition deposit of 1,500 CAD. Ayan. So these are the general school policies that we have, and SAIT is very crucial in terms of time frame. Ayan. May time frame tayo for tuition deposit transfer, for waitlist transfer, and for application withdrawal. And this time frame is really hard to track if you're doing things on your own kasi walang nagpapaalala sa inyo. That's why, need nyo ng counselor. Kasi kapag, let's say for example, busy yung student, I've encountered lots of students who are applying on their own. And sumasakit yung ulo ko sa kanila kasi, kesyo may work daw sila, di raw nila namalayan, or di nila nabasa yung email, di nila alam kung kanino magtatanong and everything. Now, I hope you're getting the point here. I'm not really hard selling na join kayo in this with Adventus, with the journey of being helped by Adventus, but I am giving you what do you call that, the tip na mas madali pagka meron kayong counselor na sa inyo, mag-aasikaso. Kasi sometimes, yung mga estudyante, nami-meet ko sila, nagkakaroon na kami ng conversation pagka patapos na yung timeline ng tuition deposit transfer, waitlist transfer, and as a recruitment advisor, there are some policies sa school na hindi ko naman pwedeng baliin kasi it would be unfair to the other students, 'di ba? And we don't want that to happen. Syempre, as much as possible, we would like to do things na sure kasi this is your future. And your future is not it's not something na mura. Hindi siya mura because you have to invest your time, you have to invest whatever you have here in the Philippines. And I don't want you to parang you're shooting bullets in the dark. I don't want that. So I really really suggest that you should have a counselor to guide you. Ayan. And thank you. Thank you for being here in this live. I hope you're able to see the overview of our general policies. Let me now go to our programs. So SAIT offers more than right now. We've developed other programs like 25 plus programs in addition to the 50 that we already had before, and this is not updated. But generally, we have 8 different schools for credit programs or academic programs. We've got McPhail School of Energy, School of Business, School of Construction, School of Health and Public Safety, School of Hospitality and Tourism, School of Manufacturing and Automation, School of Transpo, and School for ADT or Advanced Digital Technology. So, these 8 schools, kaka-open pa lang ng intake natin. Ubus na kaagad yung sa School of Business, sa School of Hospitality and Tourism, School of Advanced Digital Technology, and then School of Health and Public Safety. Ayan. So, yung 4 na yan, mostly, sila yung nauunang nauubos. So, if you would like to catch the programs for those schools at SAIT, I hope you can decide, like, bago mag-open yung intake, talk to kung sino yung kinaukulan sa pamilya nyo. Because sometimes yung mga bata, need nilang pakapag-usap sa nanay nila or sa husband nila, sa wife. I hope you could discuss it early para naman pumasok kayo dun sa period wherein marami tayong available na seats. Kanina, I saw a comment na gusto nila ng civil engineering tech. That's a great field kasi we've got a School of Construction. Most of our programs, by the way, is diploma, certificate, applied degrees, bachelor degrees, postgrad cert, and postgrad diplomas. So you can definitely check out those. These programs, by the way, lalo yung kanina nagsabi ng civil engineering tech. Ayan. Now, at SAIT, we are passionate about student success. So, merong mga estudyante na nagwo-wonder, what if mag-aral? I think I've mentioned this earlier. I am not sure if you've heard it, but need ng province of Alberta. So, most na is ng government over all of our programs are aligned with city and also of the province. So I can assure you that if you're going to live in Calgary and if you would apply in, it would not be hard for you to find a job because we've got 11,000 industry partners, and the graduate employment rate as of today, it's not 91% anymore, but it does not go low than 90%. So it could be higher, could be lower, just 90% for this year. It's just that we this. But I can assure you, hindi siya bumababa na 90% ever since. Now, what can the students expect sa campus? Syempre, our programs are different from what we have here in the Philippines in a way na magkaiba yung way ng pagtuturo. So somehow yung ibang mga subjects, some aspects of the school stuff like yung paano ano yung instruction material, somehow alike, pero mas updated kasi yung nasa SAIT. So, if ever you're having a hard time, meron kayong concerns about your program, ang pwede nyong gawin is you can reach out to the study center. So, it's like a tutorial center na libre naman if you need ng help sa isang program ninyo. Pwede nyo yun silang lapitan. And you would like to be helped in terms of finding a job, we've got career center. Pwede rin kayo mag-reach out doon. Sometimes sa loob mismo ng school, meron tayong mga, what do you call that, hiring. So, marami tayong Filipino students na na-hire na rin sa loob. You can be added to them. If there's an opening, you can definitely apply for it. Ayan. Need nyo silang applyan. Sa Career Center, they will help you set up your LinkedIn account. If you already have your LinkedIn account, they can set up your curriculum vitae or CV na Canadian format. Yan, kaiba kasi. And then, yeah, yun lang yung mga support. But there are so many supports that you can receive sa loob ng campus. I can assure you that. Yung mga hospitality and tourism students natin, the stuff that they're baking could be sold some market din dun sa canteen. So it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing and a nice experience. Hands-on experience, isa lang yon because there are many and different programs. And I can assure you that you will definitely enjoy studying at SAIT. Ayan. And what else? Oh, additional programs, you might wonder what's this? ELF, English Language Foundations. Normally, this is for non-speaking English countries. Tayo naman kasi, the reason why SAIT waived yung IELTS is because okay naman daw tayo. Ayan. And our ranking is parang second tayo sa Singapore. Although, I would say, when I've been to Singapore, I didn't like yung accent. I think Filipinos can do like a lot better. And I know na if you need ng support in terms of your English language foundations, because sometimes baka kailangan nating reviewin yung English natin, meron tayong tutorial center. The one that I've mentioned earlier, you can reach out to them para they can give you a supplemental classes, like a tutorial classes to improve your English language foundations. You don't have to apply for this. The tutorial center, by the way, is free. But if you want an intensive like tutorial, that might have a different amount or value. But this additional programs for ELF, this is really expensive. So I think hindi naman natin to need and we don't want extras. So let's just cross this one out. What about academic upgrading? So academic upgrading is given for students who does not yung hindi nakapasa dun sa admission requirements. Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina, kung paano natin maiiwasan yan is dapat merong magpi-pre-assess sa atin. And pre-assessment is something na minsan kasi it's hard to decode. Mas alam kasi yan ng mga counselors. They know better. I know for sure that they know that. And then, syempre pa, kailangan kapag papasok tayo sa isang program, maliban sa admission requirements, we know for a fact na yung other things that are being looked for ni SAIT is papasok din. Yan, katulad ng sa appointment letter nyo, sino bang magre-review niyan? So, before ma-review yan ng school, much better na ma-review siya ng counselor nyo. para ma-make sure na papasok siya ron sa program na gusto nyo. Ayan. And academic upgrading kasi is really expensive. So, minsan, hindi ko siya masyadong marekomenda. Mas nire-recommend ako pa na mag-agent kayo kesa mag-academic upgrading kayo. Kasi kumakain siya ng panahon. It'll take like 8 weeks of your application. And apart from academic upgrading, you have to pass that and then apply for the main program. So masyadong marami. It's too complicated. And we don't want that. Open studies, I also do not recommend this because I know Filipinos, they know what they want. And I believe that students who are watching this right now, you know what you want. Open studies kasi is somehow for students that are on limbo. When I say on limbo, they don't know kung anong program yung kukunin nila. And I know na hindi tayo ganun. So we know what we want, we get what we want. So kailangan nakaset up na yung mind natin before tayo mag-open studies kasi somehow complicated din to. Ayan. And apart from the credit programs, we also got non-credit programs. Non-credit programs, by the way, is a bundled diploma program from our continuing education or ConEd. And ConEd is has a separate application system, so it's not vast. It's not what we use for the credit programs. So in terms of this, sino ba yung pwedeng kumuha nito? Ang pwedeng kumuha nito or those folks who can apply for this is yung mga meron ng experience. If you're an experienced engineer, can take professional certificate construction management. So that's 1 year construction management, and then second year is going to be project management. And if you don't have the sufficient experience, sometimes you cannot really apply for the ConEd program. Meron din naman yung mga certificate namin like project management alone. If you just recently like finished K11 or K12, you can apply for that. But guys, kapag mag-apply kayo ng program sa Canada ng certificate lang, 1 taon lang din na PGWP yun. So I'm not sure which stuff do you prefer, kung 2 years program na equivalent ng 3 years na PGWP or 1 year program na equivalent lang ng 1 year PGWP. So syempre tayo mga Pilipino, matalino tayo, gusto natin sulit. So that's why we have bundled diploma programs from our ConEd. Let's say you've been in the logistics industry for 10 years and ayaw mo naman mag-restart kasi if you're going to take ng diploma program na bachelor, business administration for 2 years. So that's a diploma program. Yung napag ano mo na experience mo na sa trabaho mo, hindi na siya titingnan doon eh. So we're not going to ask for your appointment letter anymore if you will be applying for a credit program. But if you will be applying for a ConEd program or non-credit program, we will really regard your appointment letter. Ayan. And this is for professionals kasi advanced na siya compared to the credit programs that I mentioned earlier. Now, yeah. So, itong mga program na to kasi, just to give you an overview, kasi yung non-credit programs, like ConEd programs natin, sa other provinces, it's not treated as credit programs. Hindi siya PGWP sa kanila. But kay SAIT, since parte tayo ng province ng Alberta and our city is Calgary, all of our non-credit programs are PGWP eligible. Yan. That's what I can assure you. So if you will be applying for a non-credit program, I can assure you that you will be given a PGWP afterwards. Ayan. Common question dito, paano kung kumuha ako ng ConEd program kay SAIT? Tapos, nakakuha ko ng 3 years na postgraduate work permit. Pero, gusto ko magtrabaho sa ibang province like Quebec or Ontario. Yes, you could. Pwede. Kasi, nabigay na sa'yo yung PGWP. But if you will take ng non-credit program, let's say sa province ng Manitoba, walang PGWP yun. Ayan. And you can definitely apply for a certain job either sa loob ng city ng Calgary or within Alberta or sa labas ng Alberta, like sa ibang provinces. Ayan. And next is we've got this new advanced digital technology program. graphic design, UX or user experience, web design, and development. This is just brand new and it'll be open on February. It'll be open on October 2023. Yan. So you can definitely check this out. May bago kami bukas, which is yung AI. I think you would like that. So, yeah, that's our new, we're developing other programs as well for teachers lalo, like early childhood education. So we're hoping that it could be approved by the government of Alberta and also the municipality of Calgary so that we can implement it and hopefully have teachers naman on our end. Kasi alam ko maraming teachers sa Pilipinas pero nahihirapan maghanap ng program. But that's okay because you've got great counselors that can definitely check kung ano ba yung fitting sa inyo. And that's just it for me. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I think I'll turn the stage to our host. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Jillian. Sobrang detailed yung presentation, no, actually. Halos wala na rin naman akong maitanong kasi parang lahat na. Kahit na siya na yung nagtatanong sa sarili niya, sinasagot niya din. So, thank you so much, Miss Jillian. And of
you, ma'am.
course, I am very overwhelmed din at the same time. Our company as well, the Visa Center International, kasi noon pa man talaga gustong-gusto na talaga namin ng SAIT at ang dami na rin namin naipasok ng mga students namin dyan sa SAIT. So, thank you so much for giving us your time kasi alam ko na super busy ka din as well. So, ayun. Meron lang akong question, no, Miss Jillian. Ang question ko is more on, ito, halos lahat naman ng mga Pilipino din is mga tanong din nila to, diba? So, we, katulad ko, is an old curriculum graduate. So, is it, are you accepting an old curriculum graduate like me?
Answer for that is yes. Tumatanggap kami ng graduate ng old curriculum, but the challenge there is pag si student hindi nag-college. Yan. Kasi okay lang na, I think I mentioned it earlier, K-10 siya requirement. So, K-10 only, like wala kang first year college, second year college, ang mangyayari dyan is baka hindi ka makapasok dun sa program. So, need talagang i-check yung admission requirements ng program na papasukan mo. Pero pwede. Yes, pwede naman.
Okay, that's great. So actually, yun yung usually na tinatanong talaga ng mga Pilipino kasi syempre 'di ba? Marami talaga yung mga old curriculum, 'di ba? So yun. So great at nasagot naman natin si Jillian. And isa rin sa mga katanungan din nila ngayon kasi meron mga lumalabas na news, 'di ba, na regarding sa accommodation na para medyo mahirap daw makakuha ng accommodation as a international student. So, pagdating ba dyan sa Calgary, Miss Jillian, ano po mahirap ba talaga makahanap ng accommodation? Or do you have any partner agent na pwede niyong i-refer sa kanila para dun sila makapag-rent ng accommodation nila?
That's a question actually, and I would not deny na meron talagang crisis sa housing ngayon sa Canada. Ang kagandahan lang kasi kay SAIT, hindi niya dinedeny yun and ina-acknowledge niya. So what we do kasi is we would like to make sure na may accommodation ng students. So tinatanong din naman beforehand. Meron din naman kaming dorm. I think I forgot to point out kung saan doon yung dorm sa map. But meron kaming dorm and pwede doon yung mga single na students. But if you would like to find ng lugar mismo sa Calgary, like sa labas, kasi family kayo, meron naman kami. We've got couple of agents that has their open properties na pwedeng i-offer sa students. Meron naman.
Okay. So, okay naman pala, no? So, maganda na rin na meron kayo kahit papaano na may re-recommend din sa mga students kasi yun yung usually na tinatanong nila since nung nagse-send kasi sila ng mga screenshot na parang ganito, "Ay ma'am totoo po ba 'to? Kasi ano mahirap pala na makakuha ng ano, ng bahay," ganyan. "Paano kami doon? Paano na lang kami 'pag andun na kami?" So siyempre kami at the same time, tinutulungan din namin yung mga students or yung mga clients namin pagdating sa accommodation, 'di ba? So ayun, nagtatanong din kami sa mga agent or yung mga partner agent namin na eto bang sa school niyo po meron ba kayong mga dorms, ganyan. So maganda na meron din palang dorm ang SAIT. And at the same time 'no, Miss Jillian, gusto ko lang din itanong kung ano po ba yung pinaka-most popular na programs na laging kinukuha ng mga Pilipinong estudyante niyo diyaan?
Naku, yung
Do
business
you have
ano
any
namin,
idea?
business
Business 'no?
programs namin, School of Business
Hmm,
namin lagi siyang nasa top chart, nasa around
mm.
200 to 600 to 700 to 800 applications siya depende sa seat availability. So talaga
Mm.
bilisan niyo talaga kung gusto niyo talaga ng seats do'n kasi
So
sobrang bilis maubos.
yes, actually 'di ba kakasabi mo lang din kanina na
Hmm,
kaka-open or hindi pa ata totally open or kaka-open lang. Tapos puno na agad yung 4 schools. So
hmm,
gano'n ka-ano, kalupit si SAIT pagdating sa international student. Talagang
mm.
marami pa ring mga nagwa-waitlist 'no? Ang galing.
Mm. Ang
Well
nangyari kasi sa kanila,
mm,
kasi I think, there's a community, I figured out recently, may community sila. Tapos gagawin nila may isa na mag-i-inquire, not sure kung sa school mismo or sa'kin, magtatanungan sila kailan ang opening ng application. Siyempre magkaiba ang timeframe ng Canada
mm,
sa Pilipinas. Ang opening kasi ng office
correct.
nila dun is 11 PM or 10 PM, mga ganyan. Depende kung sino mauna kasi medyo laid back nga ang buhay dun, minsan late sila. So so minsan 'di pa nag-open yung
True.
applications. Ginagawa nila sabay-sabay
Mm.
sila nag-aabang. Hindi ba
Hmm,
nakakatakot in a way, pero ang akin dun kaya nag-hang yung system namin, yung lumang-lumang system namin nag-hang kasi sabay-sabay sila nag-apply. Sabay-sabay din nawalan ng
apply,
seat.
oo.
Oo,
True. Oo, kasi talagang
inaabangan nila.
talagang kumbaga parang super popular talaga ni SAIT pagdating
Mm,
sa mga schools sa Calgary or sa Alberta, 'di ba? So, Miss Jill, actually meron akong nakitang ano dito, question 'no, na baka puwede
mm,
nating sagutin. Ito
mm.
i-show natin. Si show na ba? Ayan. Si Miss Leamel E. Luis. Sabi niya, "Hello po, need your advice po. What is more best option, 2-year course or 3-year course? Yung gusto ko kasing course is for 3 years, kaya lang parang masyadong matagal." Ayan. So, Miss Jillian, baka meron kang konting pa-advice kay Miss Lea.
Hindi ko sure kung ano yung tinutukoy niyang program pero, um, you can check your goal, like, if your goal is to get a good education, you can pursue for the 3 years. But if your goal is to get 3 years ng PGWP, you can go for the 2 years program. It also depends kung ano yung motivation mo. Kasi syempre, the longer that you study, the longer that you will not be able to jump to the job market. So medyo matatagalan kapag 3 taon ka. Pero syempre, depende yan sa goal mo. Gusto mo ba talagang kumuha ng magandang credential or gusto mong kumuha ng magandang credential pero tatalon ka agad ng job market. So, weigh mo siya. Yun siya for me.
Ayan. So, thank you, Miss Jillian. Meron pa siyang isa pang question. Ang sabi niya, actually, pwede naman 'tong sagutin ng ating counselor mamaya 'no, ng ating consultant. Pero para mabigyan ng mas maraming exposure si Miss Jillian 'no, exposure talaga. Hindi ko alam kung na-show ko na siya. Pero yun nga, ang question niya is, what is the qualification to be eligible to get PGWP? Sabi niya. Same person.
Mm. So, um, since ang side ko is a school, sa side ng school, you have to make sure na yung program mo is PGWP eligible. Yun muna. PGWP eligible dapat yung program na a-applyan mo. Next naman is dapat lahat ng credentials mo or documents mo na-access mo na so that you can apply for that PGWP program. And then dapat at least 1 taon certificate or 2 taon diploma yung kukunin mo. Kasi it's up to you kung gusto mo ng 2 year or 1 year lang. And then sa ano naman sa PR pathway, I think yan na yung area ni ng mga counselors natin for today's video.
Yes, correct. So, thank you so much, Miss Jillian. So, actually, lahat naman actually nasabi naman ni Miss Jillian. Pero, yun nga, yung SAIT kasi, marami naman talagang mga PGWP eligible na mga programs ang ino-offer ni SAIT. So, if ever na meron po kayong questions pa from this school, you can message us or you can directly message yung ating consultant later on. So, Miss Jillian, hindi ko na kukunin ng mas mahabang time mo. Gusto ko lang din na bigyan mo lang sila ng konting message or advice kung talagang gusto na ba nila na pumunta or mag-enroll sa SAIT. So, Miss Jillian, I give you the floor.
Ayan. So, for everyone na nandito, nanonood, thank you so much for giving us your time. Diba? And I know na meron pa kayo dapat ginagawa, pero ito kasi yung first step eh. This is the first step on how would you proceed with your dream, yan, Canadian dream. And there are many institutions sa Canada for sure. I can attest to that kasi marami akong kakilala na school rep din. But if you're aiming for the name, if you're aiming for being job ready, be hands-on trained, you can go for SAIT, and I can assure you that you will be part of the Big Bold project of Calgary as well. Yan. Kasi meron kami Big Bold project for all of the international students. Ayan.
Yes, so napakaganda ng message ni Miss Jillian. So hopefully, no, mas marami pa tayong mga Pinoy na estudyante na makapag-enroll at makapunta